All right, everyone, I'll be now handing over to our moderator for this evening's program, our grade coordinator, our fifth form grade coordinator, Mrs. Carrie Ann Coot Brown. Mrs. Brown, over to you.
Thank you, Mr. Buchanan. Thank you, Master Controller, for this evening. Thank you very much, sir. Welcome all. Thank you very much for joining us. I see something here and I like it. It says the best kind of parent you can be is to lead by example. The best kind of parent you can be is to lead by example. So fitting that we are celebrating Parents Month here at Petersfield High School under the theme, Positive Parenting Impacting Generations. Positive Parenting Impacting Generations. Parents, we are here again as we bring the curtains down on our symposium. We have had all the other grades. This evening, we are celebrating with our parents of the 5th and 6th formers. At this time, I'm not going to take away the duty of Mrs. Walker. I'm going to ask her now to bring the official welcome or to officially welcome you to this evening's proceeding. The form teacher of 5th grade, Mrs. Francis Walker, please come with the welcome. Mr. Buchanan, is she on?
Good evening, everyone. I hope you all are doing well. I take great pleasure to welcome you all to our symposium today. As Mrs. Coot Brown stated, the topic would be positive parenting impacting generations. Just want to welcome all the parents here, welcome our principal, Mr. Green, our vice principals, Dr. Coot, Mr. Vaz, welcome our guidance counselors who put on this activity for us tonight. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I know you guys will be having a great time. You will be entertained. You will be informed. So we are expecting a great night, right? As we proceed into this activity, I know that more parents, I trust that more parents would be joining. So we are going to welcome those parents in advance, just the same. Back to you, Mrs. Coot Brown.
Thank you very much for that, Mrs. Walker. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, you know we cannot proceed without inviting the presence of the Lord here with us this evening. So at this time, I'm going to ask Miss Morgan, form teacher of 5 Blue, to lead us in our devotion. Miss Morgan.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. And I'm sure, I do hope we're all feeling blessed this evening. Hope my parents are blessed, my students, my fellow colleagues. I hope we're all blessed this evening. And as Mrs. Brown stated, we can't do anything without inviting the presence of the Lord. And so it is with honor that I take privilege in doing this afternoon for our parent symposium. I just want to ask one of our very own, one of our students from 5 Blue, Anika Powell, to just lead us with some lively choruses, after which I'll give a scripture reading followed by a prayer. All right, so Anika Powell, is she on? Yes, over to you.
Good evening. My name is Anika Powell and I am from 5 Blue, and today I will be singing 3 lively choruses and 1 prayer chorus. My first lively chorus is I Am Under the Rock. You can sing along if you wish. I am under the rock is higher than high. Jehovah guides me, I'm under the rock. Go tell my enemies, I'm under the rock. Jehovah guides me, I'm under the rock. Hush, hush, somebody's calling my name. Hush, hush, somebody's calling my name. Oh my Lord, oh my Lord, what shall I do? I want a revival in my soul. I want a revival in my soul. I must abide to the blood of Jesus to get a revival in my soul. Thank you. Our prayer chorus this evening will be thanks, thanks, I give you thanks. After 3, 1, 2, 3. Thanks, thanks, I give you thanks for all you have done. I am so blessed. My soul is at rest. Oh Lord, I give you thanks. Again. Thanks, thanks. I give you thanks for all you have done. I am so blessed. My soul is at rest. Oh Lord, I give you thanks. Thank you. Have a great evening.
Thank you very much, Anika. And indeed, we have a lot to give God thanks for. Thanks once more, Anika. And our scripture reading for this evening is taken from Proverbs 22, verses 3 to 6. And it reads, a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. By humility and the fear of the Lord are riches and honor and life. Thorns and snares are in the way of the forward. He that doth keep his soul shall be far from them. 6 and last, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. Here endeth a portion of God's holy word. We honor it by saying, thanks be to God. Please bow our head while we pray. Most righteous and Heavenly Father, as we come before your presence this evening, we just want to give you thanks and praise for all that you have done for us. We want you to bless our parents here on the platform tonight, Heavenly Father, and those who have not yet joined, I want you to bless their families, keep us safe, Heavenly Father, keep our students safe, our colleagues. Just be with us and help us. We know the parenting road isn't easy, but help us as parents to find the strength to carry on. Help us as parents to find the strength to be there for our children. Help us to empower them and give them the necessary tools, the necessary equipment that they will need, Heavenly Father, as we go forth on our journey. Bless and keep us now, we pray, in Jesus' name. Amen. I just want to leave a short quote with my parents for today. And it's a quote from Carolina King, and it reads, your words as a parent have great power. Use them wisely. I just want to repeat, your words as a parent have great power. Use them wisely. So parents, let's empower our children. Don't belittle them, don't use degrading word, but just empower them, encourage them to do well. And last but not least, lead by example. All right. So parents, do sit back, tune in, and enjoy the rest of your session. This evening is all for you. Have a blessed day, blessed evening, everyone. Over to you, Mrs. Brown.
Thank you very much, Miss Morgan and student and Nika for that. Now that we have invited the presence of the Lord, we are ready and we are rearing to go. Thank you very much, parents, again for joining. I know maybe it was a long day coming in from work, a bit tired. Some persons may still be in the kitchen. If you're not, just find your favorite spot at home, put the feet up and just enjoy, parents. Thank you so much, Miss Morgan, for that. Words of encouragement there. At this time, I'm going to ask our principal, Mr. Green, to bring greetings. Over to you, Mr. Green.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Coot-Brown. Positive parenting impacting generations. That's a theme we are using this evening. Our grade coordinators, senior management team, middle managers to be specific, teachers, invited guest parents, and our students, good evening. To the fathers on the platform, I say big up to you, welcome. Poor parenting is at the heart of Jamaica's problem. That's a quote taken from a newspaper article back in May. The article focused on parenting, which needs to be a national affair, and a concerted effort must be made by us stakeholders to help our youth today. In that article, it outlined the age range of the children who are involved in these criminal activities, young people. Surprisingly, it ranged from age 15 through to 24. Many of whom ended up in juvenile detention centers, place of safety. Many of them are dead. In an article in September by Hamilton, it focused on crime in Westmoreland, where it showed alarming statistics of our boys who are perpetrators of serious crimes. Hence this symposium this evening. So to all the parents listening, please take active part, listen keenly, and ensure that you take something away from this evening proceedings. And if at the end of the program, you find that these are just gentle reminders, we're gonna ask you, encourage you to reach out to another parent, another child in our community, because indeed, it does take a positive community to raise our children nowadays. Gone are the days, ladies and gentlemen, when a child is being allowed to grow up, embracing childhood into adulthood. Many of them have been forced into parenting that they are not ready for. This has a negative emotional impact on our children. And so many of them end up embracing many activities that they should not be engaged in at an early age. As a parent and as an educator, I strongly believe that the home is the first institution where basic foundation for proper parenting is developed. In an article dated May 29, 2015, published by the late Mr. Ian Bowen, the article entitled, "Why Good Parenting Matters." It said that parenting is such a crucial and impactful job, but it requires but it's one for which there's no mandatory qualification. Let me read that again. Parenting is such a crucial and impactful job, but it's one which there are no mandatory qualifications. Yes, lives can and are literally destroyed if the job is bungled, end quote. That gives us or underscores the balanced view of the role proper parenting play in grooming a happy and successful child. A balance between authoritative and authoritarian will not only create boundaries for expected behaviors, but also create opportunities for children to be actively involved in the decision-making process and contribute to the unity of the family, and by extension, the growth and success of their community and their school. Parents who are desirous of impacting generations must begin to undo the wrongs of poor parenting. They need to invest time and energy into preventing behavioral problems before they start. They also need to use positive discipline to reinforce positive behavior. They need to set clear rules of engagement and subsequent consequences for breaking them. We encourage our parents, take your children's opinion into account. They have a voice. Train them to use them respectfully. Train them to embrace and to speak well of each other and of other adults. And so, as we go through the proceeding this afternoon, this evening, I'm going to ask of you parents, sit back, relax, enjoy. But above all, please ensure that we listen with a view to impacting our young lives. They are growing up. They will be embracing parenthood later. Let's teach them. Let's mold them in the right way. And so I will leave you with a few tips as parents that you can reflect on throughout the rest of the evening, the rest of the week, the rest of the month of November. Number one, listen to your children. Reflect on your interactions, and where the need is, make the necessary changes. Number two, establish boundaries with your children. They have to know that you are the parents and you're in charge. And if you do so, you're teaching them a valuable lesson that when they become adults, they should create boundaries with their children. They are young, they have a voice, but they also need to know that there's a difference between a child and an adult. Parents, balance independence with responsibility. Yes, you need your time to interact, to enjoy yourself. But remember, they are our responsibilities. And sometimes you have to give up something for them. Number four, monitor the type of friends they keep, especially today. Because sometimes it's the very friends they keep that will lead them astray. Monitor their interaction in the virtual spaces. I know they are tech savvy and you may not be, but sometimes you can pick up on certain things that they're doing. And sometimes that intervention might even save them. Number seven and last, be present, be there for them. Be prepared for them and be proactive, because those efforts can save their lives. Remember, good parents are simply great children who have gotten big. Have a good evening. And as I've said before, embrace the proceedings and take something from it. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for that, Mr. Green. Parents, I hope you are listening intensely. Listen, you may never know what you may get at the end if you answer something. So I encourage you to continue listening. Words of wisdom, words of encouragement, so timely for your parents on this our celebration. Establishing boundaries, balancing your time so that you get to spend time with the children, monitor the friends that they keep, monitor their interactions, especially they are in the virtual space more now. Be there for them, be present, be proactive. Parents, so many good things to take away from this presentation. And I thank you for that, Principal Green. At this time, I'll add my little bit here as grade coordinator for fifth formers. Parents, I just want to encourage you, especially know that you are in the process of paying for the CSEC and the CAPE exams. You know, parents, that you continue to encourage the students. It's no easy task for them. They have their SBAs, they have their labs. You see them asking for more resources now to do their work. They are back with us in the physical space, and that is very, very good. We are happy to have them, and they are excited to be back. And we are just trying to get them up to par for the exams. It's a critical juncture in their educational journey. They're going to sit these exams. These will determine what happened after, where they go from here. So we ask that you continue to support them, be by their side, monitor them, look out for signs. It can be overwhelming sometimes. It can be stressful on them too. Look out, ask them about how it is going, see how you can assist. Call us, ask for help if you need to. We have our counselors, they are able. We have our vice principals, we have our dean of discipline. We have the various teachers. And if you don't understand, feel free to call and ask for clarification on any issue that you have. So parents, as you help us to guide them through this phase of their educational journey, just support them in every way that you can. If you can relieve them from some of the household chores, then do that. Help them, let them spend more time, because a lot of them are doing. They're catching up now because they would have missed a lot because of the various challenges. And I know that you continue to try. I just want to encourage you to let us keep on and just encourage them. Mr. Green spoke about the crime statistics in Westmoreland. It is frightening. We're losing some of our youngsters, and it is very, very frightening. So we want to be a little bit more, we want to be much more vigilant, know about their whereabouts, the friends that they have, as you were reminded by the principal, because some of these friends may very well be leading them astray. So parents, just continue to encourage them, be there for them. We know it is hard. The pandemic has been hard on us as adults. We know the economic challenges. It's hard on them too. It's hard on them too. They don't get the time to, spend that time at school again. For some of them, socializing with their friends, they are back now, and that is good for them. We see improvement in how they are interacting, their behavior. Know that they are in this physical space. They are happier. I should say that. And we are just happy to have them. And we are doing what we have to do on our part. So parents, continue to do what you have to do on your part so that we can help them to be successful. All right, at this time, we are going to have a special item, a little bit of relaxation for you before we get into one of our main presentation, a special item from our sixth formers. Mr. Buchanan, or upper sixth formers, that is. Thank you very much, upper sixth form ladies, for that beautiful rendition of Lean on Me. And then you ask, should the students be leaning on the parents, or should the children be leaning on the parents, or should the parents be leaning on the children? All right, it worked both ways. parents, sometimes we have to lean on them too, because believe me, I am leaning on them because they are so versed in this technological age. They know so much, and sometimes when I can't find somebody to help me right away, I can always call on one of my students or one of my relative, a young person, my daughter, my niece. I can call on them. So I am leaning on them, parents, so you can lean on them. And I know many times you have to lean on them, especially as we navigate and in the virtual space, and as we get used to the new norm, especially where technology is concerned. I know these meetings, you might have them log you in, they show you, mommy, this is all what is what you do when you want to talk. This is what you do to mute your mic. This is what you want to do when you want to show your face, that sort of thing. So we can lean on them sometimes too. So it goes both ways. Thank you for that, students. Now at this time, we are very happy, very honored to have with us Mr. Vaz. First presentation that we'll have this evening, we have Mr. Vaz, one of our vice principal at school, and he'll be coming to us, so fitting parents, to talk to you about what's next after secondary education. So after Petersfield High School, what's next? Preparing your children. What's next? Preparing your children. And our presenter for this section is Mr. Vaz, our vice principal, one of our vice principals from the school. We want to welcome Mr. Vaz. Over to you, Mr. Vaz.
Right, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. And I want to welcome you to this presentation. I'm happy to be with you all on this occasion. And I'm going to be briefly talking to you on what was named Taking the Next Step, Life After High School. So we're gonna just share my screen here. Okay. All right, so we have it says that at first working, our unofficial motto for this afternoon comes from a Roman philosopher. And he says, what is success? Success is actually when preparation meets opportunity. It says that you can't win the lottery without buying a ticket. So you have to be actively involved in something to get something out of it. You need to put yourself in the position to have luck. So parents, I want you to take the notion that luck is when you actually prepare. So those who are successful are those who have actually prepared. And you know, this afternoon, look, doing this topic, I feel like we have started so late. Maybe life after fifth form should have started maybe at first form or in primary school, because I see it as if it's like retirement. You don't start retirement or planning for it at the point of retirement. It's the first day when you get the job, you actually start planning for retirement. It's the same way with life after fifth form. You actually start planning the day the child is born. But nevertheless, we are in the real world, and we're going to give you some tips to take with you as you make your sojourn from the walls of the Petersfield High School. It says success always comes when preparation meets opportunity. Thinking about what to do after high school can be scary. I know that parents. I am a parent and of 4 kids, and it is a scary venture. But with planning, with resilience, and with help from others, you can make it be successful. So I am saying this evening, don't be afraid. Even though some of the pieces may have been missing, it's not too late for a shower of rain. So though the passage may look dark and scary, and the world out there is full of evil and danger, in every crisis, there's a seed of opportunity. How do you get help? You can get help from the teachers, guidance counselor, the vocational teacher. You can get it from, as I said, a teacher, a guidance counselor, to assist you in guiding. You can get help from family members. One of the easiest places to get help is from those who are closest to you. Take the help, swallow your pride, as it says, lean on me. You have a help there. So family members can be of assistance. When you need help to know what to do after leaving high school, parents, it says that raising a child is a communal effort, meaning that it takes a community. Our principal says that it takes a village to grow a child. But I want to flip it also, but it also takes a village to raise a mother. It may sound a bit funny, but why I mention it this way, or this philosophy is really saying that there is need to get help from others so that you can strive. It takes a lot of different people interacting, teaching, supporting a child for them to grow into a good, productive adult. And I say, parents, you must mean good for the other parents' children. Because look at it this way, if they have bad children, who will your children interact with? So it behoves us to wish for our neighbors to have good children, because when our children grow up, they need to marry someone and to interact with someone. If they don't have good children, who will our children interact with? So I say it takes a village to support and raise a mother. As was said, there's no manual given to us as parents to really know what to do exactly. What we get knowledge from, or where we get knowledge from, is from our interaction with other parents. And we are here, I'm a parent this evening talking to parents. You can share with us and we can share with you. It takes a village to raise a mother, as was said. Parents, don't be too overprotective, not allowing your kids to make mistakes, like you're the superhero. You prevent them, because in failing, there is learning. So you will learn from failures. So I'm saying they are going to be going out now. And I'm just setting the groundwork here, because I know that sometimes we are a bit petrified allowing them to go out into the world, and you don't want them to make mistakes as if you want to follow them. Mistakes, as it says, if you are not making mistakes, then you are not doing anything. You don't want your child to become somebody sitting down, fearful, crippled by fear, and not want to try something. It's by trying that actually things are made, things come to being. So we're asking you to encourage them to make mistakes. So parents, this evening, I hope you make mistakes. It seems like it's something bad I'm wishing for you, but in actuality, is in making mistakes that you will create something great. Because if you hold back, you will not try, and by not trying, nothing will come of it. You will just waste away. You look at it, it says that what we are teaches the child far more than what we say. So we must be what we want our children to become. And you can mull over this at this time, brood over it, and see what you can get from it. That what you give, you cannot give to your children what you don't have. So if you want to have resilience, when you make mistakes and you get up, brush yourself off, your child learn from you to be persistent. So you have many options after high school. You can go into apprenticeship, you can get a job, you can go to college, and you can go to vocational school or trade school. In doing so, you're actually investing into your children. You know, diaper spelled back way is really repay. Look at it. Think about it. You diaper them for how long? They grow up and leave into the world, and they'll come back to repay you. I hope it is with good. So think about each time and what you have done for your child or children, that they will repay you someday. When you enter into apprenticeship, one of the best place to go is Harchus, NSTA. And that's the National Training Agency that deals with all the training that you can think about. You can go into the graduate work experience program. So what I'm saying to you, parents, when they leave high school, and the funny thing about high school now, you are now thrown into a 2 extra years. When you were bargaining to, okay, it's all over at fifth form, you now hear that it is 2 more extra years to go. But don't worry, these programs are still there. Starts at age 17 up to 29, where you can go. Go to 6 Rose Street, behind the courthouse. Go into the heart office. Speak to the career guidance counselor, and let them give you all the information you need about your child. So take them along, send them, do something. Don't let them sit at home. There are so many opportunities out there for you. It says the Hope program. Now this one, if your child has a disability, they can be helped by this program. And the good thing about these programs, all of them comes under the umbrella of Heart Trust. Or when you go there, they will direct you to where these offices are and will give you help. The SL TOPS program, this is the School Leavers Training Opportunities program. This is also at Heart. 17 to 23 years of age, you only need 2 CXC subjects. That's good news. This helps to bridge the gap between school and work. When they go to Heart, they can go into this program and ask about it, write it down and go there and ask, what is the SL TOPS program? And you are interested in it, tell your children about it, and let them investigate and find out. The National Unattached Youth Program, this is where it's more community-based. So you are not going to Heart per se, but you are in the community. This is where they will find you and you can find them too. There are different bases. One is at Petersfield, one at Frome and elsewhere. But if you also go to Heart, they will direct you to where the National Unattached Youth Programs are located. This will help youngsters to find work and to become economically empowered as they access training and certification. Many times they don't get to where they want because they have no certificate. So Heart get rid of that problem of not being certified. So we continued, we have the apprenticeship program where you can sign up for apprenticeship, and this will help you from your age 16 and minimum secondary high school education at the grade 9 level. So go to Heart again. Heart will tell you about the apprenticeship program. And I want, before the child finishes school, mother, father, go and see if these programs that were spoken about, if they are real, if they do exist. The good parenting is subjective, and the same tips don't work for all people. So maybe Heart doesn't work for you on all of those programs mentioned before. But there are others, you can enter the workforce, you can go into college. The child has 5 CXC subjects, can matriculate with 4 CXC subjects, right? So there are other options that you can do. So you don't have to necessarily go straight into hard training, vocational. You can also enter the workforce. You can go straight into college and be qualified. You can also find a job, encourage them to get a job. And I will tell you, let them find something that they love doing. And there's a quote that says, if you find a job you love, you'll never work a day in your life. So we are saying, let them follow their passion, finding your passion. Many people start businesses by their hobbies. They are good at music, they become an entrepreneur. Entrepreneur is one who sees opportunity. Let your children see opportunities where they can make money. Scamming should never be an option. That's a dead end. Never encourage or take proceeds from children who have become rich from scamming. It's a dead end. There are other things that they can do to make themselves viable and economically beneficial to them. I say to you, if they go to college, you can also finance their education through scholarships. Scholarships, from an experience, my very daughter would have gotten a scholarship this year. She's at the University of the West Indies, all because of her volunteerism. So I'm saying, let your children volunteer, join a youth club, join a community club, a police officers club, all the different clubs that are meaningful through that. Let them borrow money from the Student Loan Bureau. Ask for the banks to help you. Banks give out scholarship, VMBS, NCB, JN, all of them give scholarships, Digicel. So we are saying, there are options out there, parents. Don't let them sit with the 5 CXCs. Don't let them sit with the 2 CXCs. There are opportunity for 2 CXCs to go to Heart and get the SL TOPS program. 4 CXC, go to college, borrow the money. You are investing. The diapering that you do one day will repay you. Get jobs on the college when you go there. Let them work and study. Or ask a family member. Without interest, they'll lend you the money and you'll pay them back. So we are saying, parents, there are opportunities after high school. And I'll close with this quotation that says, if you think education is expensive, try being ignorant. What this is saying, if you think that the money you will spend on your child is too much, you rather them not have an education. And by they being ignorant, they'll get into trouble. And the lawyer fees that you will have to pay would have amounted to the education fee that you would have paid over a period of time. So take my word for it. They are very much more, they are so much more beyond high school. Launch out there and make it a successful venture for yourself and your children. God bless you as you leave the school, the walls, and go out into the world. May success find you by preparing for it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Vaz, for that. Parents, there you have it. Diaper spell backwards, spell repaid. We'll be repaying you someday, but we have to guide them along. And Mr. Vaz spoke about, heart and the various institutions that are out there. And I am just happy to report, parents, that since the students have been back, I can say we're on the right path because I see Miss Barrett or senior guidance counselor at school getting them to complete the hard forms. So some of them are very well on their way. You may have heard them reported to you that they completed their hard forms. I see the guidance counselor working with them to complete the forms. So they are on their way, but so please continue to motivate them. Mr. Vaz spoke about the importance of volunteering. Volunteerism, very important. Congratulations, Mr. Vaz. His daughter can extend congratulations to your daughter as well, getting a scholarship because of volunteerism. So that is very, very important. Encourage them to join a club at school. Here we have several clubs, getting them up, even though we are in the virtual space most of the time. Community clubs that may be there where you are, encourage them to volunteer whenever the opportunity comes up. Mr. Vaz spoke about, when we think about further education, we think about, the expenses. Yes, it is expensive, but as he said, help is available. Help is available. All right, so parents, it's not too early, maybe even too late, not too early to start talking about what's next. What's next? Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? So you have to encourage them in the right direction. And very importantly, let them choose what they love. Let them choose what they love. All right, you choose something you love. It will not seem like you're working, you will enjoy it. So let them choose what they love. Very important. And you just guide them along that path. After that, very good and informative presentation from Mr. Vaz, you will now have the opportunity to hear a special message in the form of a song from your fifth form students. Fifth form students.
Where would I be, Lord? Where would I be? Where would I be without my mama? Mama, me look at there's nothing I put above you. No house, not a girl, not a car. Stand firm in my life, nothing about you. From your bond, me and you apart. Mommy, I'm a princess. Mommy, I'm a Danvers. Lady, I'm a life, a girl, I feel understand. Special dedication to the big woman. From your love, mama, let me see your hand. She's royal, yeah, so royal. I want her in my life. I never knew anyone so one of a kind, yeah. The way she moves, she adores me. She has the quality of a queen. She's a queen, yeah. Happy Parents' Day to all the amazing parents out there.
Thank you very much. Some of our ladies there from fifth form expressing sentiments to their parents. At this time, I'm going to invite Miss Barrett, our senior guidance counselor at school, to introduce our next presenter who will present on our theme for this evening. Miss Barrett.
Good evening, everyone, parents, co-workers, students. I hope that you're having a wonderful evening. Parents, I hope that you're seeing the effort that the students put into their items for you today. I'm just smiling looking at Cassidy, being annoyed just a while ago. But ladies, you did a good job. So it is a pleasure of mine to introduce to you today our tonight's guest speaker. She is a friend, she's a co-worker, she is a wife, she loves people, she loves children, and I'm sure that this evening she will reach to your hearts by delivering to you and speaking to you on the topic of positive parenting impacting generations. So, ladies and gentlemen, just put your hands together, put up some clap and emojis in the chat, because I know it's going to be power packed. And let us welcome Mrs. Peter Kim Pusey Patman.
Good night, parents. Good night, colleagues. Good night, guests on this platform. Forgive me, I just rushed in. Let me start by asking, how are you this evening? How are you? I like when you interact with me, you know. Are you hearing me? Parents, are you hearing me?
Yes, miss. Yes, we are hearing you.
Yes, man, I like when you answer me.
Okay.
Yes, we are hearing you.
Yes. Awesome. I like when you talk to me. What time you're not talking to me because you don't know me, you've never seen me? All right, let me show you my ugly face. All right. Everybody seeing me now?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, miss.
Oh, thank you. All right, let me share screen. Share the presentation. Sorry, just a bit flustered, as I said, just coming in. I wear so many hats. Miss Barrett can tell you, so many hats I wear. All right. So happy Parents Month, parents. This is a month where I salute parents every month. I should be honest about that. But special salute to all the parents on this platform for the month of November, and especially today, where Petersfield High is saluting you, and to let you know, to select this day out of all the days to let you know that you are special. And I especially love this month, I love this month so much. Today is actually my father's birthday. So, and on Friday is my mother's, no, on Thursday is my mother's birthday. So I have special love for the month of November. So let's get on with my presentation. Are you seeing the screen? Are you seeing my presentation?
Yes, miss.
Yes, miss. Yes, miss.
All right. I hear a little cutie in the background. All right. So our theme for this month, positive parenting impacting generations. And as I said, I love when you talk to me. I like when my presentations are interactive so that I know what you're feeling and you can relate. I have no biological children of my own, but I can tell you I have mothered a lot. I have mothered many. I have a goddaughter who I am raising. She is 16. She's a headache at times, but I'm making it work. So I know that the job of parenting is a really tedious one. And I consider all parents superheroes, because staying on the outside looking in, the persons would not know the amount of sacrifices that you have to make. True or false? You don't make a lot of sacrifices. Yes, man. You make a lot of sacrifices day in, day out. Sometimes you're in the bed sleeping, but the mind is still working, so you're not resting. Not true?
True, miss. True.
Yes, man. The mind not rest. You wake up tired. Because you're wondering what to cook for breakfast, how he or she is going to school, and like how it's well, just coming off online, You used to have to figure out how the credits are gonna buy. So how you pinch the money to buy the credits, pay the bills, put food on the table, all of that, right? Am I right?
Yes, yes.
Yes, man. Talk to me, man. Me like when you talk to me. Talk to me. Yes.
Yes.
Right. So I have a question for you. Can you look in the mirror and say that you are a positive parent?
Yes, yes, miss.
Yes. Tell me, yeah, right. So tell me now, how you know say you're a positive parent? Tell me 2 things that make you know that you are a positive parent.
It shows in the way my child carries herself.
Awesome. Yes. What else? You know, God left me. I feel so lonely. Come talk to me now. Talk to me, man. How is it that you know that you are practicing positive parenting? So it shows in how your child carry his or herself, right? What else?
One you provide for your
Yes.
one you care for your pitney.
Yes. Care for him. Food, shelter, clothing. What about love? A question I
show
always
them love.
ask,
Show them love.
right, a question I always ask of parents is this: how often do you hug your child or kiss your child and say, you know, I love you? How often?
For me, it's every day.
Every day.
Every day.
Right. And that is positive parenting. No, so that your child can know that you love him or her. Your child can feel the love, the positive energy, the positive vibration coming from you. Right? Because here what you're impacting the generations of today and tomorrow, you know, because today is the present. And when you look at it, what you instill, the values and the morals that you instill in your child today, that is how they will emulate and move forward for tomorrow. You know that, right? Because children are like sponges. Children are like sponges into them and they soak up, right? That is what they will let out at the end of the day. Are you with me, parents, still? Parents,
Yes,
still with me? Yes.
Yes,
So
miss.
we have to be mindful of the things that we pour into our children. We have to learn to pour in a lot of positivity, right? In order for them to reflect that positivity throughout their lives, right? So that is how we impact the generation of today and the generation of tomorrow. We pour into them positivity, right? There are days when they will get on top of your last nerves, you know. True or false?
True.
True.
Yes, man, get on your last nerves and you feel like you want to pull out your hair. Not true.
Feel like you want to box them down.
Yes, man, but you know, so you can't back them down because of abuse. But I saw they make you feel, right? But at the end of the day, you have to pour back the positivity into them. So you have to talk to them about their behavior, right? So you have to twist the negativity and turn it into something positive. So you look at something positive. You bring forth something positive out of their negative behavior, right? So that is how we're going to work it. So what is positive parenting? It is a principle, parents. It is a principle that most persons believe that, well, I do believe that children are born good. You know, believe that all babies are born good. All children are born good. Not true? Yes, man. And
yes.
Culture is behavior, is attitudes that impact and change how they reflect. Not true?
Yes.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. The things that they learn over time change who they are, right? Because they are born with the desire to do what is right, right? But negative behavior is learned, just like positive behavior is learned. So you have to teach them positivity, right? You have to erase what they go out and see and learn as negativity. You have to erase all of that with some positivity, all right? So positive parenting goes along with positive disciplining. Because guess what? When they portray that negative behavior and they say, all right, you're gonna murder him. My mother, when I was growing up, I'm afraid of my mother, you know. I'm afraid of my mother. I mean, say, my mother raised me with eyes. Your parents ever raised you with eyes? You raise your kids with eyes?
Yes,
Yes.
Yes, man, from you look on them certain way, they know it's a shuffling in your shoes, right? So
Yes.
I was afraid of my mother. It was when I first had the first personal conversation I can recall having with my mother to share my emotions and all of that with my mother was at the age of 18. I was enrolled in college. I could not share certain things because I'm afraid of my mother, because she believes that you beat first and you ask question after, right? But looking back, even though I'm saying that, yes, it made me the lady I am today. Looking back, I'm saying, hey, mommy never feel better me so. Mommy never feel go on with me so. But I believe that negativity with negative behavior not gonna give you a positive, right? I believe that when they portray the negative behavior, what you now need to do is to reinforce positivity in order for them to realize that, hey, I need to do something better. I need to become better. Right, parents? So we are not going to reinforce the negative behavior with a negative discipline. We want to try to reinforce the negative behavior with positive discipline. Talk to them. Tell them, say, hey, you know, so what you did, this could be the result of your action, right? Talk them through what they did. Let them realize where they went wrong, right? So focus on teaching good behavior using kind and firm parenting techniques, right? I know you're gonna say some of them head tick, but here what happened. If you have to repeat yourself a million times, just bear with it. Have patience. Patience come with parenting comes daughter living with me. It comes with a lot of patience. A lot of patience it comes with, right? So you have to ensure that with positive parenting, you reinforce it with positive discipline and focus on teaching good behavior using kind and firm parenting techniques. All right? Can be stressful, isn't it? Sometimes it not stress you out.
Yes, miss.
Stress you fully out. And guess what? There is no perfect parent out there. Let me tell you that. There is no perfect parent out there. You are going to make mistakes, right? You are going to make mistakes along the way. And it is natural because you're not perfect, right? Or there is somebody perfect in here. Tell me, is there a perfect parent on this platform?
Miss, no, miss.
Exactly. So you're going to make mistakes. But guess what? Recognize that it's natural to make mistakes. And only thing you have to do is just to calm yourself. Reflect on what you have done and see how best you can be better at what you do. Isn't that fair? I think that's fair. Isn't that
Yes,
fair,
miss.
parents?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
man.
miss.
So at night time before you go sleep, reflect on the day. Reflect on the task of parenting, right? And see, how me go wrong? What could I have done differently? Right? What could I have done differently? Could I have spoken to Paul differently? Or could I have said this to Mary Jane? Could I have called Mary Jane in the room and said, all right, Mary Jane, this is it, instead of running around and say, where you coming like your papa? Or, you know, talk to them. You are natural. My mother always said parenting is a gift. A lot of parents are born with it. I beg to differ, but a fair line of reasoning that. So parents, once they are pregnant, once women are pregnant, the motherhood genes kick in. I beg to differ, because I've seen a lot of persons who are excellent parents who have never biologically conceived, but parenting is a gift, and you have that gift. You have that gift in appearance. No man, nobody tell you otherwise. You are a superhero. You are a superhero. Mistakes are there to be made. But hear what? Pause. You are human at the end of the day. So pause and say, all right, what could I have done better? How can I make more of an impact on my child's life? And then you move from there. So how many of you ever stop and ask your child, may I do this right? You think may I do this right? Think my parents here right? What can I do different? What you not like? You ever pause to do that, parents? Talk to me, man. You ever pause? If I know, if I yes, I yes. Have you ever stopped to ask your child or children if you are getting this parenting job right? Have you ever done it?
No, miss.
Try
No,
it.
miss.
Try it. I can tell you, if you try it, you'll be surprised at what they respond to you by saying. I tried it, and trust me, I was shocked. I was shocked. I tried it with my goddaughter, and I remember going for her report, and it wasn't pleasing to me. And I said to her, I took on a different approach. Instead of going all crazy, I said to her, am I doing this parenting right? What can I do differently in order for you to improve, in order for you to be better at what you do? And trust me, she knocked me hard, you know, but I realized that she made sense, and looking at things from her perspective changed how I parented her. So try parents. Try it. I tried it, and it actually worked. And that is also building relationship with your child or children, that they can trust you, that they can open up to you, and that they can see you as not a perfect being, but as a parent who knows that she or he can make mistakes, but is willing to correct along the way. If you make mistakes, parents, you tell them sorry, you apologize. You apologize to them if you make any mistake. Yes? No? Too big to apologize?
No, I apologize.
No, we're not too big. We're not too apologize.
Right. Yeah, man.
I apologize.
Yeah, man, because guess what? You see, if them do you something wrong, you go want to apologize. Not true. So,
Yes.
yeah, man, positive parenting is leading and teaching, right? Let them know that, hey, you're not too big to apologize if you do them wrong. Because guess what? You expect them to apologize if they should do you something wrong, right? So just practice that parenting. Parents, please. So here are some tips that I was, when I was doing this presentation, I went online and I was looking at some tips, and I'm like, okay, all right, what are the 10 top tips that parents must follow? And here are the 10 that I came across from schoolmykids.com. You know, it said 1, discover your child's strengths. You know their strengths from their weaknesses, or you just know their weaknesses alone? You have to know the strengths. What are they good at? Right? What are they good at? Encourage more the strengths while you build up the weakness. Yes? We all have strengths. Better if I ask all of you what your strengths are. All of you can tell me when you're strong at. Not true. But if I should ask you what your weaknesses are, probably some of you don't even know. Right? So discover what their strengths are. Discover what they like from what they don't like. Right? Praise and reward more. Punish less. Punish once a while. And I don't even like this word punish. I prefer the word discipline. Punish kind of harsh, you know. Punish is a very harsh word, right? And since we're practicing positive parenting, we're looking at the positive disciplining, not the positive punishing, because punishing have a negative connotation attached to it. So we're looking at positive disciplining, right? So when they do something wrong, are you quick to point out that, hey, you do something wrong? Be quick to say, hey, good job, well done, when they do something right, all right? The third thing, the emotional reaction of anger, sarcasm, ridicule must be avoided. Yeah, man, it's hot when I do something, you know, and the person on the other end is either angry, sarcastic, or ridicule you. You don't like. You don't know that? How you not know that? Okay, if you say so, you know, cut it down, tone it down a bit. They have feelings. We have to keep that in mind that, hey, they have feelings too, right? And they want you to turn things into positivity. You could have done this. What do you think about this? How could you have done it better, right? Instead of using the anger and the sarcasm and ridiculing them, all right? The fourth one, sibling comparison. That's a no-no. Every child, every human, everybody is different. We all have different personalities, everything. I am lucky to be an only child, so I don't know what this feels like. But please, parents, don't tell them, say, John, you should be like Paul. Paul are this type of person, and you are this type of person. They are all different. They all bring something to the table, right? Appreciate their personality that they bring to the table, right? Know that they are different. So if you, I'm not even going to ask you if you do this. I'm just saying, if you do it, please stop. Please stop. I remember I had 2 brothers and one broke down in tears. Big man, and we were having a conversation, and he said, he was 20 at the time, and he said, you know, Miss P, my mother always tell me something to be like my brother. I cannot be like my brother. Parents, one is like darkness and one is like daylight. One like the road, one like the house. But the mother like the one who goes on the road to stay like the one who stays in the house. No, the personalities are different. They are 2 different human beings, right? One loves the book, the other one loves skill, right? So the other one is good with his hands. But one, once I gave him the book, I hate that. Straight A's, right? Please don't compare the children. They are different human beings. The 5th one in the top 10 parenting tips is constant support. Constant support. No matter what they are trying at, whether it is a skill area, whether it is academics, whatever they are trying at, support them. Find out why they are doing it. What's the reason behind this? Show that you are there for them. Be their support, be their shoulder. It's nice when you're supportive, you know. It's nice when when children have their parent in their corner, cheering them on like a perfect cheerleader. Yes, man, it's lovely. It's lovely. Put yourself in their position and be their support system. Because guess what? You don't want them to go on the road and get support from off the road. I'm sure you would prefer them getting support from home. So be their cheerleader. All right. The sixth one, positive attention. Here, positivity again. I cannot stress positivity enough. I love this theme. I love this theme so much that they created. Positive attention, right? As I said before, not the negativity. Give them positive attention. And not all the time you're going to focus on the negative behavior. Sometimes we can ignore it, you know. Sometimes we can ignore it. Sometimes they're just screaming for attention. They're just screaming for mommy or daddy's attention. And you see, when they ignore that negative behavior, the mom said, sure, makes sense, we just do what we need to do. All right? The seventh one is a digital age. All of them have phone or tablet or laptop. Right, parents? Right, parents? Because it's a digital age. Right? Right. But here what happened now. Here what? Even before COVID hit, I was always stressing this. Monitor. You have to monitor them. And worse, in the digital age, you have to monitor them more. You have to monitor these kids more. Because them techno savvy, you know, them quicker than me and you. They are quicker than you and I. I can tell you that. But you have to be smarter than them. You see, if you don't know, tell them to show you. You know me, I try find this. Teach me how you do it now. Yeah. Find out. Go into their world. Go into their world and they won't even realize that you are actually monitoring what they do. You have to be one step ahead. Always one step ahead, parents. You can't allow them to beat it to the game. Right? So you have to monitor them. There are so many things that can distract them. There are so many predators out there, whether it is boys or girls. They are predators. There are predators out there waiting for them, waiting to prey on them. So you have to monitor. You have to use your head and find out what is happening, who their friends are, who are you texting, right? Who you're texting. Let me see your phone. You don't need to have no code on the phone here. Yeah? All those things. Monitor. At the same time, you want to give them some space so they have a private life and allow them, as I said before, building relationship is very important. It's very important to build relationships with them so that if anything should happen to them, if anybody out of the norm should say to them, I need a phone number or whatever, you are the first point of contact that they come to and they reach out to and say, mommy or daddy, you know, say, Tom Jones asked me for my number. Right? Or Mary Sue down the road, that big woman there, she asked me for my number and I don't know why she asked me for my number and daddy. You understand? Find out who they are interacting with on the digital platform. All right? That is very important. Now, parents, number 8 is for you, self-balance. In all of this, you have to learn to balance. Because you have to have some left for yourself. You can't give it all up on the child or children. Because guess what? When you give everything up to the spouse and the kids, what is left for you? What is left for you? Out of 100, if you give the kids 50 and the husband 40, 10 left for you. You think that's fair? When you dead and gone, what happened? You have to balance it out, that you take time for yourself. Number 9, role model for your child. You can't expect to be out there living or portraying a certain lifestyle, and then come home and say to your child, say, you see me, you can't follow me now, you have to do something different. Yeah, yes, some students or some children will say, all right, I'm gonna be different from mommy, I'm gonna be different from daddy. But at the same time, they are looking up to you to set the example. So you have to set the good example. All right? You have to set a positive example so that they can follow. I said this before and I'm going to say it again. They are sponges. They suck up what you pour into them. So pour positivity into them. Pour positive energy into them. All right? Pour positive discipline into them. All right? Model that positive behavior that they can emulate. All right? Let them say, you know, I want to be like mommy, you know, I want to be like daddy. Right? Model that behavior. And the 10th one is very crucial. Never give up. There are days when I'm sure that you want to throw in that towel. But guess what? The light at the tunnel is worth it. When I sit down at that graduation and hear them name call out, right? When you go to that prize giving ceremony, when teacher call you and say, you know, your son or your daughter did this, and I'm so proud, you don't feel good. You don't feel good. That,
Yes,
hey,
miss.
yes, man, the job is done. The job is well done. It's supposed to feel good. It's supposed to feel excellent. Looking forward to the prize giving. Looking forward to the report cards. Looking forward to graduation. It must be a good feeling. So don't give up. There is light at the end of the tunnel. As I said before, positivity. Breathe positivity into their lives. You can do it. And here are some tips. Continuing. Focus on the reasons behind the behavior and not the behavior itself. So John Paul got angry. John Paul lashed out. John Paul just disrespect everybody. But guess what? You only Sister John Paul disrespect everybody, you know, and your head just spin off. But hear what? Pause. What was the reason behind John Paul's behavior? What triggered that behavior? And you'll be surprised, you know, to find out why he is behaving, the reason he's behaving the way he is or he did. So don't focus on the behavior itself. Focus on the reason behind the action. All right? Because here what happened. You don't have no mad pitney, not true? You don't have any kid that needs psychological attention, do you? And if that child needs psychological attention, I'm sure that you will reach out to Miss Barnett or Mr. Buchanan and you will get the necessary help, right? So your child will just get up and go off. There must be something that caused him or her or them to go off, right? So find out the reason behind the behavior and don't focus on the behavior itself. And next positive tip, be kind and firm. I said this when I was explaining what positive parenting was. Be kind, but yet be firm. So you discipline with love. All right? You discipline and letting them know that at the end of the day, mommy and daddy loves them. And mommy and daddy is doing this because mommy and daddy wants them to be better citizens in society, better contributors of the nation. All right? Use gentle discipline, gentle but positive discipline. Be clear and consistent. This is key. You cannot be confusing the child or children. You have to understand that, hey, if he or she did something today and you use positive discipline to discipline him or her today, tomorrow if he or she does the same thing, you don't laugh or pretend it didn't happen, because that's not consistency. You continue with the positive discipline, right? You continue with the positive discipline. Let them understand that, hey, it's not right. It's not acceptable. That is not what is expected of you. All right? Let us work towards something else. Here's another one, parents. Time out yourself to chill out. Bet you if I ask you, how many of you take the time to chill out? You're gonna tell me, see, you have to wash, cook, clean, help with the homework, iron the clothes, all of that. And in all that midst, there's no time for you to chill out. Am I right or am I wrong?
True.
When was the last
True.
when was the
It is
last
true.
time you go supermarket? And when you go in a
True.
supermarket, right? When you go in a supermarket, only thing in the trolley are for the kids and for the husband or for the wife. What is in there for you?
I'll have nothing there for yourself.
See that? How many times you watch one little movie and the child come and say, if you don't have the TV in your room, and the child come and say, Mama, me want to watch this. And you say, all right, see TV then.
When it's my time, it's my time, miss.
You take your time?
Yes, miss. When it's my time, it's my time. As often as I can.
As often as you can. All right.
Me not going, no, miss.
Yes, didn't hear that.
Sometimes not even the kitchen, I don't go in. Make them go and cook themselves.
You're serious?
Yes.
That is amazing. At least you understand the value of self. You understand that, hey, if you are burnt out, then who would pick up the slack? Who will continue if you are burnt out, right?
Exactly, because sometimes you feel so tired and every day in the kitchen cooking, thinking about this. And you don't have no time for yourself. Some of the time I just say, listen to me, me not cook no pot this evening, so anybody know want to cook me sorry for no.
Yes, and at the same time, guess what? At the same time, you're teaching them independence,
Yes, they have to learn.
At the same time, you are teaching them independence. So I'm sure that even though you're taking a little chill out and them in the kitchen, you're peep on them because they're not
still a peep, and they still a call me.
Peep. But at the same time, you know that you're taking a little time to chill out, right?
Yes.
Even if you go under the breadfruit tree, if you go stargaze, take a little time to chill out. You
need take your phone and play one game or something.
Yes, man. Play dandy shandy something. I am based at 3 primary schools, and one of my primary schools they do hopscotch. You remember that old time game, they hopscotch? They jump on one foot?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And one day I said to the students, let me play hopscotch with you. And I said, Miss, you know this? Miss, I used to play this. So Miss, really, I got to take your time out to come play with me? I'm like, yes. I'm just going to leave the office work alone. I'm not going to any class. I'm just going to enjoy my lunchtime with you. And they were shocked. And that was just my time to chill out with my students. So just like how I can chill out with my students sometimes, you need to chill out with your kids sometimes, right? Pop some popcorn, eat some ice, put up your foot. I just put up your foot and enjoy some ice cream. Well, I said buy some ice cream, or you don't enjoy ice cream. Let's see what you enjoy. I don't know what you enjoy. Tell me some of the things you enjoy. I enjoy ice cream. I like ice cream and I like the movies. I like the movies and I like a glass of wine. Miss Barnett can tell you, we like wine, right, Miss Barnett? Miss Barrett, sorry. Miss Barrett?
I was wondering who you're calling Barnett.
I'm sorry, my love. I'm sorry. I have a Barnett in my head. I'm sorry. We like a glass of wine.
Yes, right? You are right. You are correct.
Yes, man. We like a glass of wine. I enjoy white wine. Right? And we just chill for a little while, even if it's just 1 hour. But parents, learn this. When you're burnt out, who else takes up the slack? All right? Take time for yourself to chill out. So time out yourself to chill out. And use every opportunity as a learning opportunity. Use every opportunity that you can as a learning opportunity. Because I'm sure that every day you will learn something new about your child or children. Every day, if you take the time out to talk to them, to build that relationship, you will be surprised at what you learn about them. All right? And in continuing, create a safe, interesting environment. When kids are bored, they are likely to go out there and find something to do. They are going to find something to do because they have nothing to occupy their mind. So create an environment that is interesting, but yet safe. A positive environment in which they can interact, right? And they have something to do. So for example, you're in the kitchen cooking and you realize that they finished their homework already. Call them in the kitchen and teach them how to cook, how to roll two dumpling, how to peel the yam, that's, scratch them, how to season up the chicken, right? Because if they are bored, they will go out and find something to do. And most times when they find something to do, it's not something good at all. So when you can find ways and means of teaching them things in the environment, in the home environment, that's a blessing. That's a positive. It's a positive plus. All right? Have a positive learning environment. If a child or teenager comes to you for help or a chat, they're ready to learn from you. Some parents normally just tell them, "I don't want to hear nothing from you. You can't leave me alone." And they feel ridiculed and they will not want to share things with you. Right? If you don't have the time, tell them, say, mommy or daddy don't have the time right now. But if you come back in 5 minutes, I will make the time for you. Or just stay right there, say, let mommy take her hand out of the floor. Or let mommy take off her shoes. Right? And then you have a little bonding moment. Have a little bonding moment. You can teach them about your type of music. Because nowadays I am learning about this type of music and oh Jesus. But at the same time I'm learning about her type of music. I'm teaching her my type of music. So when we're in the car, it's a trade-off. So when we're going on our way to, I will probably teach her about my music. And on our way back, all when my head hurt me, with for them bugu yaga I call it. I listen. And that's how I learn. I learn about her. And at that moment, I learn more about her. So use some simple things to learn about them. Come take off mommy's shoes and you talk to them. Right? And if they come to you first, find something to teach them about. Back in the old days and all of that. All right? Set realistic expectations. No, say your child is great, amazing at the skill area. And here, so again, it comes in with the sibling comparison. He's amazing in the skill area. Cook sumptuous food. But you say, all right, at that time for turn. If you turn doctor me saying for turn. And at that time, half it on. Parents, and guess what? You and I know that he can't do the sciences, he can't manage the sciences. But he's good at food and nutrition. Right? But guess what? In your head, that just saying for turn and so it will go. Come hell or high water. But guess what? You are setting yourself up for a disappointment and you're setting up the child for a disappointment. Find out what they want. And then you and them work together on the goals, on what is expected. All right, food and nutrition. You love to cook. You're an amazing cook in the kitchen. Here what happened now. All right, you're going to channel this. You're going to pass food and nutrition. So you're doing food and nutrition. And then you're going to do a little math and a little English. And you work it like that. If you don't know, I'm sure Petersfield High has an amazing guidance department. And they have amazing teachers that you can always go to and ask them and ask them to help you to help your child or children. Don't be too proud, parents, for going to ask questions to help a child or children. All right? Go out there. Find the help that you need for your child or children. All right? And once again, take care of yourself as a parent. I can't stress this enough. Take care of yourself as a parent. And in wrapping up, let me tell you this in case no one has told you today. But I'm sure that they have told you. But just in case, you are a great parent. You are doing an amazing job. All right? You are an amazing parent.
Thank you.
You're welcome, my dear heart. So guess what? Keep calm.
They are doing a presentation.
And continue parenting. Keep calm and continue parenting. Remember, Mrs. Patman said it tonight. You are superhero. You are superhero. A lot of persons can't do what you do. And the sacrifices that you make, you know the sacrifices that you have to make. You're welcome. You know the sacrifices that you have to make. Just ensure that along the way, you sprinkle a lot of positive energy, a lot of positivity along the way, because you are impacting the generation of today, the generation of tomorrow. Home is the first point of impacting the generation. So when they leave from home and go to school, we try our best and do what we have to do there. But you as a parent, you hold the trophy. You can do this. You are great parents. So keep on parenting in a positive manner. Keep on parenting the way that you know how to mold the generation of today and tomorrow. And understand that I salute you. I salute you. Miss Barrett salute you. Mr. Buchanan salutes you. The Petersfield family salutes you. All right? You having me. And I appreciate, all right? So thank you for having me, and do enjoy the rest of your night and what is in store for you by the Petersfield family. All right?
You too. Have a blessed night.
You too. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much, Mr. Buchanan, for always having us at heart. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right, over to you now, Miss Barrett or Mr. Buchanan. I was late. I don't know who's the moderator.
Mrs. Brown.
All right. Thank you very much, Mrs. Fusey Patman. Parents, so interesting, powerful, so many good things to take away from that presentation. It was extremely good. Remember, parents, pour positively into your children, positive energy. And most importantly, chill out. Take a little time for yourself. Just a few of the things to take away from that presentation. Parents, we just hope that you were listening and you will take some of those tips. Take with you and practice as you continue to be positive parents. And in case nobody told you today, from Petersfield High School, parents, you are awesome. You are wonderful. Thank you for all you do. I hope you were listening. Who could use some credit tonight? Who could use a little credit on their phone? Who could use a little credit? I have a question. Give you a chance to win some credit. I'm sure you have somebody to call after this. You want to call and tell them what great parenting symposium we had here this evening. One easy, breezy, cheesy question. One easy, superb presentation. Yes, I see that. Thank you, Trinae or Trinae Mommy. What is the theme for our Parent Month celebration? What is the theme for our Parent Month celebration? What is the theme? Do I see a hand? Do I see a hand? I see Melissa Williams. Melissa Williams. Do you have the answer for us, Melissa? Melissa. Melissa? I see Melissa.
Ma'am, good night.
Yes, go ahead, go ahead.
Positive parenting impacting generation.
Positive parenting impacting generation. Is she right? Is she right? Is that the theme? Yes, you are, Miss Williams. Thank you. You have to tell me the kind of phone that you use, and you have to give me your number. You can put it in the chat. You can put it in the chat, Miss Bart or Mr. Buchanan. Please make note of that for me, Melisha. Expect your prize early tomorrow. Tell me, and when you give your number, tell if you're using Flow or if you're using Digicel. One more here, one more. Mrs. Pusey Patman, in her parenting tips, in her 10 parenting tips, she highlighted a word that she did not like, especially since we are dealing with positive parenting. There was a word, and I give you a little hint. Starts with a P. There was a word that she said she did not like. Can you tell me that word? Can you tell me that word? Juliet, I see your hand, Juliet. I see your hand. I see your hand. Juliet, go ahead.
Punishment.
Oh, punishment. Is she right? Is she right? Yes, she is right. Well done, Julia. You were listening. Something coming your way early tomorrow as well. Juliet, you have to put in your chat your number and the kind of phone that you use. You'll get some credit to talk to your friends and family about what wonderful time you had here this evening. All right, thank you, parents. Thank you very much. At this time, though, I am going to have our head boy, Marvin Samuels, moving the vote of thanks. Marvin, over to you.
Good night. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, Marvin.
Yes, good night, everyone. Your very own head boy, Marvin Samuels. I must say thanks to the guidance and counseling department for putting this wonderful symposium together. And gearing it towards our wonderful and caring parents. Mrs. Brown, for being our host, and her fifth form team for planning this evening's activities. Our very own principal, Mr. Green, for his wonderful and uplifting words. Also, I thank Mr. Vaz for his well put together presentation on what we as students, our children, should be gearing towards after graduating school. And we will definitely take those things into consideration. And parents, something to take strongly from Mr. Vaz's presentation. Please, I beg you, do not encourage your children to scam. And also, this evening's guest speaker, Mrs. Patman, for educating us on what positive parenting is. 3 tips I took from her for parenting presentation that parents must follow and should. One, discovering your child's strengths. 2, showing them constant support. And 3, telling them to never give up. Something else that Mrs. Patman also said was that parenting is a gift. And as parents, you should try to pause and ask your children if you are getting parenting right, or asking your children to evaluate your parenting. and to know that parents are not too big to apologize. Thanks to all the students that took part in this evening symposium for putting those wonderful, caring, and inspiring items together for these parents. A job well done. Also to the teachers who helped to put together these wonderful and belly full of items. Again, I must say thank you to everyone that participated in our very last parenting symposium for 2021. To our senior guidance counselor, Miss Barrett, continue the hard work and for putting this wonderful symposium and for planning this wonderful symposium. To Mr. Buchanan, our next guidance counselor, thank you for being techno savvy and being the technical support for this symposium. And that's a wrap from your very own Petersfield High School head boy. Happy Parents Day. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Marvin. That's a wrap indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, what a way to bring the curtains down on our Parent Month celebration. Positive parenting impacting generations. Thank you so much. We're not done just yet. From me here, thank you so much for joining, parents. Thank you for staying. Thank you for listening. Thank you for participating. Continue being the awesome parent that you are. Mr. Buchanan is at master control and he has something special to wrap the evening up. Over to you, Mr. Buchanan.
All right. Good night, parents, good night, teachers, good night, colleagues, good night, students. It's a beautiful way to end our session for today. It's been 3 weeks since we started, 5th and 6th form. You are the last. We're wrapping up with you, and I can say that tonight was absolutely lit. Amazing presentation by Mr. Vaz, amazing presentation by the wonderful Mrs. Pusey Patman. So we're wrapping up now, but we have the best for last. Parents, it's your time to see your kids showing their appreciation to you in their own very creative way. But before we get there, we have something that we have to do. We've been doing it for the last 3 weeks. From the grade 7 edition, come straight up to the 5th and 6th. And this one is very important. We have to capture this moment. So we're going to take a graduation picture. So parents, students, everybody in the platform, I'm going to just be asking you just to open your camera. If our presenter is still here, open your camera so we can see. Look at that beautiful Mrs. Brown, wonderful. Just open your camera. We're going to be taking a nice screenshot and graduation picture to show that we were here. So parents, let me see all the wonderful parents out there. Feel free to open your camera. If your child is beside you, hug up your child. Whatever the case is, I'm seeing Melissa Williams. Big up yourself, Miss Williams. I'm seeing you there. I'm seeing Miss Pusey Patman. Hold on. All right. I'm seeing Natalie. Hi, Natalie. I'm seeing you as well. All right. Come on, man. We have more parents can open before I can take. It's a final show, man. We're closing off now. Let's show on a pretty face, man. All right. So Trinity there. Trinity, mommy. Hi. Yes. All right. I see Nicole. Good mom. Is that all I'm gonna get? What about Miss Nisha and Javardo and Kim's iPhone? All right. I'll take what I can get. So we're gonna come now. See Miss Davidson. All right, hugging up her daughter. Give her a kiss too. Sure, man. All right. So we are going to take our picture in approximately 3. So put on your smile and show your dimples. Yes, Juliet, big up yourself. Long time I'm gonna see you. All right, so we're gonna take our picture in 3. Hold on. 3, 2, 1. Smile. Beautiful. If you ever see what I'm saying, no fret, man. Just don't send it to you. We're gonna take one more because somebody said in camera never open, and you're gonna open it this time. So let me do that real quick for you. Remember, I know we're closing up. So let's go again. One more time. 3. Somebody whose camera never open.
2, ready again, and go. Beautiful, excellent. And you'll be getting that picture real soon, folks. Thank you very much for that. All right, folks, I'm going to be moving on to the best segment now. Thank you very much for opening your camera. Natalie, you have an amazing smile. Big up yourself, Miss Clayton. All right. So, folks, I am going to be playing your very own appreciation messages from the 5th and 6th form students. Enjoy.
Sit back, relax, this is all for you. Positive parenting impacting generation. Happy Parents Day.
Happy Parents Day for all the real parents who are out there that supports their children 100%. Enough love and respect for my beautiful mom who motivates me and pushes me to work harder. For the sky is not the limit. I love you. And for my father, who is the provider in the family, who support the family through good and difficult times. Words can't explain how grateful I am to be your son. You will never find no one in this lifetime to love you like they do. So never mind things that people say that they will never hurt you. You'll never find no one in this lifetime. So never mind what people say.
Parents' Day to all parents and guardians present with us today. Positive parenting has impacted the lives of many students like myself in more ways than one. Our parents and guardians have provided something like a roadmap for us, life lessons, support both morally and emotionally, and we are most grateful to have backbones like you in our lives. Mommy, Daddy, thank you so much for all that you have done, and I want you to continue being the good, supportive, and loving parents that you have always been. Happy Parents' Day.
My name is Romari Stewart. I attend the Petersfield High School. I'm in the lower 6th. I want to thank my parents for motivating me and pushing me this far, and I will continue to do my best in everything I do.
My name is Kimberly Jamal. I am an upper 6 student. I would like to send my gratitude and thanks to my mom and my uncle who has been a father figure in my life. Most parents don't communicate with their students or their child, but my parents, we have an on and off relationship, but most of the time it's love and comfort. So I want to thank them for showing time and dignity and all that they have done for me so far.
Good day. My name is Laurie Noble, and this is my message. God has blessed me in so many ways, but the biggest of them all are the persons that He placed in my life. My grandma, my mom, my aunts, my uncles, and my dad. They all played their part as a mother and father figure in my life. They deserve the best from me, always. I am grateful that you helped me to shape my life with positivity and passion, and to seek my dreams with your constant motivation. Without you, I would never become the person I am today. I'm ready to take on the challenges ahead, and I thank you for building up my confidence and everything you have done.
Dear Mom and Dad, I have no words to acknowledge the sacrifices you made and the dreams you had to let go to give me a shot of achieving life. Happy Parents' Day to all the amazing parents out there.
Happy Parents' Day to all the parents out there. But a big shout out goes out to Sharon Graham McCoy and Melvin McCoy. I want to say thank you to you all for being a good parent to me and for being a strong support and to always tell me that limit is the sky.
Happy Parents Day to all the parents out there, but a special shout out to my A-class parents, Natalie Clayton and Robert Clayton. Thank you for all you have done for me. Thank you, parents, for all your motivation and tough struggles to carry us through the school year and years to come. I am here as a representative of kids at Petersfield High School to show our appreciation. Dear parents, we are always thankful for you giving us such a wonderful life, your support and love, which fills up our world with lots of hope. Thank you and happy Parents Day. Good evening, everyone. I am Ashley Reed from Five Silver. I want to take the time out to thank Elisa Williams and Kenra Reed for loving me and caring for me unconditionally. I just want to say I truly appreciate it and love you guys. Happy Parents Day. I am Nicole from Five Silver. I would like to thank my parents, Marlene Mackenzie and Ian Gooden, for all their love and support. I will make you both proud. I thank you. God has blessed us in several ways, but the biggest blessing is our parents. So in this speech, I would like to show my gratefulness to all the parents for supporting and loving us unconditionally.
P is for patient. Thank you for always being patient with us.
A is for amazing. Thank you for always being the amazing parents that you are and will always be.
R is for reliable. Thank you for always being there for us and the person that we could count on.
E is for encouraging us. Thank you for always encouraging us.
N is for noble. Thanks for being a noble parent to us. T is for tender. Thanks for always showing your tender love and care. S is for special. Thank you for always making us feel special. Give me a P. You got a P, I got a P. Give me a A. You got a A, you got a A. Give me a R. You got a R, you got a R. Give me a E. You got a E, you got a E. Give me a N. You got a N, you got a N. Give me a T. You got a T, you got a T. Give me a S. You got a S, you got a S. What's that? Parents! Parents! We love you all!
Parents, we salute you.
Happy Parents Day!
And with that, parents, all I can say as I open up the mic to allow everyone to be able to speak, we need to give others, make some noise for all the parents on the platform today and all the parents who supported. Please, just open your mic and just make some noise. Yes, Sophia, make some noise, people. Make some noise. I'll count one person on. Open the mic, man. Make a banger and noise. At Christmas time. Yes, man. Parents, we 100% salute you. Thank you very much for being amazing parents. And with that, all I can say on behalf of all the great coordinators, on behalf of Petersfield High, on behalf of the Guidance and Counseling Department, thank you for choosing Petersfield High. Thank you for being the greatest parents they are. All right, folks. It's been a good night. I'm just going to be taking you out with some music. Have a wonderful night.
You too. Thank you and same to you.
Thank you, Petersfield family. I do appreciate it. Thank you, everyone. Miss Barrett, thank you. Mr. Buchanan, Miss Brown Coot, I thank you all, everyone. God bless you and God richly keep you and continue to stand up for our children and continue to embark greatness in them. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, and I just want to put my quote of thanks to all our parents here tonight. Thank you for being wonderful parents. We salute you, and we just hope that you will mold women and men of greatness. So I'm happy that you enjoyed tonight. Enjoy the rest of your night and continue to motivate your children. Have a blessed night, everyone.
Thank you. And same to you.
Thank
you. Thank you.
things go, and you're always in disguise, my hero. I see your light in the dark, smile on my face when we all know it's hard. There's no way to ever pay you back. Bless your heart, know I love you for that. Honest and selfless, I don't know if this helps it, but good job, you're doing a good job, a good job. You're doing a good job, don't get too down. The world needs you now. Know that you matter, 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 yeah. You're doing a good job, a good job. You're doing a good job, don't get too down. The world needs you now. Know that you matter, 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 yeah.
6 in the morning. As soon as you walk through that door, everyone needs you again. The world's out of order. It's not a sound when you're not